Hello and welcome to the Education Studies Virtual Open Day and live chat. I'm Mark, the Departmental Director of Undergraduate Studies, and we've put together a few slides to introduce you to the programme. These first few tell you about the aims of the course and then go on to outline the specific modules you'll study, focusing on your first year. Education Studies at Warwick encourages you to explore the purposes of education, its impact on the world and its ability to affect change. Ours is a degree course that champions the role and value of education in changing lives and improving society for everyone, everywhere. It's dedicated to exploring education cultures in formal and informal contexts across the lifespan, so not just younger children. The course takes an interdisciplinary and flexible approach, encouraging creativity, rigour and transformation. And this is really important to us, it's a space for diverse learners from diverse backgrounds with diverse interests. We have students who are local, national and international and who have studied for a range of different qualifications before coming to university. And this makes our programme all the richer. And picking up on some of those ideas, I really like this quotation about the purpose of education being to prepare people to live well in a world worth living in. This gets at the dual purpose of education. It's both individual and collective, but what's important is the relationship between those two. So of course we study this dual purpose of education, but we also live that in our teaching. We aim to prepare you to live well, to be successful, develop yourself ready for your future, but we also want you to become aware of your capacity to make change, to make the world a better place, one that's worth living in for everyone. So where do we start with these aims? Well, in your first year, you'll study 8 core modules. Academic Identity and Skills is our transitions module. So whatever and wherever you've studied before joining us, this module introduces you to the academic skills you need to become a successful, reflective and independent higher education learner. This module is the starting point for the support we give you throughout the degree so you can do the best you possibly can whilst at university. We then apply psychological thinking in the Theories of Learning module. We introduce the philosophy of education, and you'll also study a module focused on understanding childhood in its social contexts. So that looks at children and childhood through a sociological lens. In the module Education Today, we cover contemporary issues and hot policy debates, whilst Creativity, Culture and Learning explores the role and place of creativity in education. Foundations for Learning examines the important influences in life that affect each of our learning journeys, and International Education compares the different ways school systems are organised and how education is conceived around the world. Then in the second and third year you'll extend your understanding of the topics introduced in year 1. In the second year you'll take our work-based placement module, where you'll get the chance to spend time in a relevant work setting and then be supported in developing a reflective approach to your own skills and career ambitions. Other core modules in Year 2 focus on the policies and politics of education and issues of globalisation in relation to education. In the second and third years you'll have some choice of the modules you want to study from within our department. So for example, our current optional modules cover things like children's literature, gender, race and ethnicity, arts and creative practice, special educational needs, social justice and sustainability. You'll also have the chance to select modules to study from outside our department, for example from the sociology, history or psychology departments. We often think of the different combinations of modules that students choose as pathways, and we can informally group these as modules looking at psychology and learning, or society and policy issues, or culture and creativity. And the pathways that students take tend to be based on where they see the degree taking them in the future.